Okay, when we're doing our research, I don't want you guys just Googling things. I would prefer you to go to the middle school zone on NCOWLWISE, and that's what I've been training you guys to use for more reliable resources. If you go to North Carolina Resources and click a great resource here for the Industrial Revolution, it's going to be the NC at Britannica link. Let's go to the reading level 2. That should give us what we want. Type in Industrial Revolution. Should give us, this should be a good overview of the Industrial Revolution, this link here. It gives us a brief introduction to the Industrial Revolution, changes that led to the revolution. This is what we talked about when we did our digital media project. What are some of the things that you need to have an industrial revolution in your country, from infrastructure to resources, stable government, all of that. Expanding commerce, effects on industry. I'm not going to go over everything, but I'm going to kind of highlight some of the things that we did talk about. From cottage industry, that means working in your home or out of a small space, to factories that could mass produce some of the same products. Why did the revolution begin in England? What were the sources that England had that other places did not? Inventions in the textile industry did talk about the spin and jenny and some other things that were important to the movement of the textile industry. We also talked about Eli Whitney and the cotton gin, which is another important. We talked about Watt's steam engine and its overall importance to the Industrial Revolution, coal and iron in England and other places, and how that contributed to the Industrial Revolution. We talked quite a bit about infrastructure and how important infrastructure is if you're going to have a successful industrial revolution. We also talked about a lot how the Industrial Revolution itself impacted urbanization. That is, at the founding of the United States, during George Washington's presidency, the United States was 90% agricultural. Most people farmed or somehow produced things for themselves. And now we're a society that 3% of our society is agricultural. So there's been a huge shift due to industrialization. We talked about labor conditions and unions, and specifically we spent a lot of time on how that impacted children. We talked about protest movements and the establishment of unions, how the revolution of the Second Industrial Revolution spread to the United States. The United States became kind of a leader there, and Germany also, even though England still had a prominent role, it was being kind of challenged by the United States and Germany as the lead industrial country in the world. Here's some important things we did talk about. Cyrus McCormick and his mechanical reaper. We talked about Eli Whitney. Not only the cotton gin, but some of the movable parts that you could use to make firearms. Go back down, which is referring back to the Second Industrial Revolution. And we went on to talk about how important electricity was. Thomas Edison's invention, not invention, but the electric lighting and lights, and how important that was to running the Industrial Revolution. We did talk about Samuel Morse and Alexander Graham Bell, and the invention of the telephone, so on and so forth. So this is the Encyclopedia Britannica is a great resource. If we go back, we can see some images and videos that are related to the Industrial Revolution, which may be helpful to put into your timeline. That's about it. And this is a great NCOWLWISE is a great resource, so try to use this before we go into anything into Google. It's a lot more reliable.